The much-awaited FKF branch elections, which were primed for last Saturday, failed to kick off after a court sitting in Kitui suspended the polls following a petition by Kenya Football Association, which is claiming legitimacy to conduct the polls. This even after the FKF Electoral Board had gone full throttle, putting in place systems for the eagerly awaited elections, which should usher in new football leaders from the grassroots, otherwise referred to as FKF branches, culminating in the presidential elections set for December 7. However, in the last 18 months or so, Kenyan football stakeholders, the fans, the referees, the coaches, the club administrators, and most importantly, the number one stakeholder, the footballer, have been treated to a charade of sorts in as far as the elections are concerned. However, I won't dwell on the merits and demerits of the cases. But here's the thing. When the dust finally settles and elections are held, Kenyans want to see in office a man or a woman who will take the long-suffering football into the promised lands. Kenyans want a man who will develop the game from the grassroots and give meaningful thought to youth football and talent development. There are many football talents in my village, as are in Tana River, in the far-flung corners of Imenti, and even in Turkana, many of whom never get a chance as the football leadership gets preoccupied by the major urban centers in our great country. I, like most Kenyans, long to usher in that leadership that will be accountable to the citizenry and will give account of every penny it gets from the exchequer and even from the mother federation FIFA. Kenyan football lovers yearn for a leadership that will be above board and will run the game with sobriety and not pettiness, not threats, not intimidation, but one dedicated and has its eye on the ultimate goal, revolutionizing the Kenyan football. A leadership that will show the clubs the way and not pick incessant needless fight with the club officials, while also ensuring that the corporate world earn their trust and more monies are pumped into the game. The foundation has already been laid with our women's team, the Junior Starlets, competing at the FIFA Under-17 World Cup for the very first time in Kenya's history, while the men's side have punched a ticket to AFCON Under-20. This is no mean feat. The man or woman who takes over should aim to build on these successes and drive the game forward, not get into office for self-aggrandizement. That is my shot.